Good morning, friends. I am Sushil Kumar Jain, an educationist and psychologist. Backside of the screen, behind me, you look at the title Learning Pyramid. Average student retention rates. This means what is the way of the learning and what is the percentage of average student retention rates. Here, the learning pyramid shows that the apex of the triangle. Here is the triangle. It shows that is the learning pyramid. First, the apex shows the lecture, the method of lecture by which the average student retention rate is nothing, null. Okay, second, reading. When you read something, what you can retain for longer period of the time? 10%. That is the average student retention rate, 10% after reading. This shows that the average student means neither extraordinary, intelligent, or not the very dull. Okay, and all of us, maximum 90% students belong to this average category. So that is the lecture, null, retention rate through the lecture, null, through reading, 10% he or she can retain, or a person can retain for longer period of the time. Next, audio visual. You know, friends, very well about that. The one picture and graphical representation are equal to the millions of the words. So the audio visual, what is the average student retention rate? Means learning pyramid. How many times? How can he learn? How much he learn? Only 20% through the audio visual. So what is the next? So how can the learning pyramid shows the average student retention rates? Okay, the third, demonstration. Demonstration means whatever I do here, that is the demonstration. Through the demonstration, anybody can learn and retain the learning 30%. Okay, next, discussion. Discussion, when we know about, when we learn, when we have in memory some facts, ideas, theory, then can we discuss about all those matter which we learned before. The previous knowledge is very important. Okay, so on the basis of when will you discuss? When you have something, remember, as theory, as facts, and anything else, then you can analyze it, then you can discuss. So discussion is the method by which we can retain our learning 50%. So that is whatever we have to do. Never lecture. Reading is important because learning depends on reading. Audio visuals get support to the learning. Demonstration, more support to the learning. But discussion, 50% support. When you discuss something, that means you are at the stage of the understanding, at the cognition level, understanding of learning. So demonstration 30% and discussion 50%, average student retention rates. Next, practice doing 75%. Practice doing 75%. That is the do and learn. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. But I do, I learn it. That is the practice doing. That is the practice makes a man perfect. So the average student retention rates through the practice doing is 75%. Whatever you're reading. If you want to read, you have to read again and again and different stuff. Not only with course book, not only for the language, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, whatever you want to have. That means you have to learn, you have to practice. Reading, practice, doing for reading. Practice doing for listening. Okay, practice doing for writing, practice doing for the drawing, draw the figure and make it the mnemonic and the diagrammatic or flow chart. You should use it for the practice doing. And mathematics, the practice makes a man perfect. Okay, the same kind of the problems you have solved, but you have been doing for the longer period of time. Same practice is most important thing. The same kind of the problem you have to solve again and again and again. Okay, for the after the time interval, you should, if just like an example, you have solved the first exercise of your mathematics book. Okay, after 15 days, you should go through the first exercise again. When you are on the fifth exercise or fifth chapter, but you have to revise the first again. Okay, that is called the practice doing. Next, the teach others 90%. Okay, if you learned something, if you have a skill and proficiency in any kind of the subject and any kind of the matter, so you should transfer this knowledge to the others. That is called the teaching. And teaching, as the average student retention rate of the teaching is 90%. That's why I am teacher before you, because whatever I want to teach you at the first, I go through all these activities, and that is the average student retention rates, okay, as the 90%, and it will help you. When you learn something, you should teach, you should explain your colleagues, your friends, your batchmate, your classmate, and it will help you to retain, or that means memorize it for longer period of time. Okay, whenever you need, it will strike or retrieve from your memory. So that is the learning pyramid. So average student retention rates: lecture null, reading 10%, audiovisual 20%, demonstration 30%, discussion 50%, practice doing 75%, and teach others 90%. Thank you very much.